football on EA Sports.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And that will be incomplete.
The pass.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA.
Touchdown, Chargers.
A big play there. 87 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20.
That's all you got.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
That's good.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
Touchdown, Chargers.
We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Number 9.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The 30-yard line. 1-yard gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa, the Pro Bowler, in there to get him to the ground.
Quarterback sacked.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
For the Chicago Bears.
from the gun. They'll try to run it. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Middle, it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Number 2.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and
Operating
2.
from the gun. Lawrence forced out to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. From the gun, Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On 1st down, Lawrence. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Got three. Three down.
To throw again, Lawrence. Open is Powell, that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
4th down.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
It's 2nd.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Ball carried by
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's going to air one out. Now this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
For a Chicago Bears.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete.
That's good.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 13 yards out. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
The Bears will.
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside, Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. 2nd down and inches. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check three.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. That's the mic. Target.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence eluding the press. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On 1st down, Brooks. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line.
Brought down.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Number 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
At their own 21-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it.
Under pressure, they got him again.
The quarterback is sacked.
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way the 35. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Number 14.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Good.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside.
One play at a time. Here we go.
Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Jimmy Graham. 66 yards. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
Intended for number 14.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this net?
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They're going to try and throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The pass.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6.
Makes the score. Chargers 26, Bears 20. Ty Long set to kick off.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
50-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point.
Partner, you got a pretty good hoops background. You've seen those late in the half plays designed to get them a last shot, give them momentum. I think this touchdown equates to that.
Absolutely, and then they can take the lead here into the lockers. Big-time play.
Yeah, and let's see what they designed coming out for the second half as well. Oftentimes when you get that momentum late, you find a way to carry it through.
And that is caught for the 2 points.
Two-point conversion is successful. That makes the score.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Room to run at the 50. So we've reached half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
26. Ty Long set to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving.
So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First and 10.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jimmy Graham. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Extra point.
In order to lead it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
The conversion.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here is complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack.
The quarterback sacked. A loss of 6 yards.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Receiver downfield, offense.
Don't you do that.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for 14 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Gain of 14 yards.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
1st and 10 at the
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The conversion is no good.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and somebody kicking the ball through the post.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Down at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
6-yard.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Going right side here, and that's complete.
That's good.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Man, they got to let him play.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luck.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts.
Their own 32-yard
Not in your favor.
line.
Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Number 14, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a handoff here to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Welcome back live to Orlando. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
He finds an opening past the 40, and he's got his man in stride, complete. The 20, 10, 10, 5, and finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Come on. 47's the mic.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
The greatest show ever.
And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Jimmy.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football. And he's into the clear. 30, 20, and all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Jimmy.
A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Flushed out right. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers.
The quarterback forced out of bounds.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so.
A gain of 6 there on first. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
The second
Picked
down.
off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake. Lawrence, flush to his right. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. From the gun, Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Rayshawn Jenkins.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Loss of 6 yards.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
47's the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
And his throw is incomplete.
Pass.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Intended for number 14.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
At the 8-yard line.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
26.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up
from the 24. They'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player?
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off play action. Lawrence rolling to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
1st and 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
More yards.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll roll him out right. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
1st down and goal to go.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Lawrence being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Now the ball comes loose, and I think they are going to... Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final